I started in the industry in late 2007, and at this time the industry was already experiencing a noticeable slowdown. I was selling in an active adult community, and these customers were having a hard time selling their current homes. It was not easy. Everything got worse. On September 29th, 2008, the Dow Jones fell 777 points. This was the largest single drop in US history.
And then in the middle of the night, we got an email,
a text,
that the firm had filed for bankruptcy.
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 It's bankruptcy.
This is going to be one of the watershed days in financial markets history.
Dow tumbled more than 500 points after two pillars of the street
really
tumbled over the weekend.
a bank as big as leading into.
It is definitely a very, very difficult time, and it's not going to get
Some
better
people say
quickly.
this doesn't stop until the housing hits bottom. You think that's true?
I think that's probably correct.
The next couple of days were horrific. Every time I walked into my office, I dreaded seeing the red light on my office phone. I held my breath as I listened to messages, and in the first 24 hours alone, I had 4 customers trying to cancel. Customers would come into my office crying because they wanted to buy a home and they needed to. They legitimately needed a new home and they couldn't do it because they lost everything they worked their whole lives for. Then, that same year in 2008, New Home Star was founded. Within 12 months, New Home Star had divisions set up in Michigan, North Carolina, Florida, and Colorado with some of the nation's most trusted home builders.
I started with New Home Star in 2012. The office was in the back of some coffee shop. I'll never forget it. We were sitting shoulder to shoulder. It was maybe 200-300 square feet. Truly the smallest space I ever worked out of. And I wasn't there when it got built, but from what I heard, we had the founder and a couple other directors help out and actually build the space from scratch. It was a very humbling experience. Every single thing that we had in that space, we built ourselves. In the early years, it really felt like a family, and still does, but I remember when we shot videos in Dave's basement, and we had invited his girls and their friends to shoot a Christmas video. That was one video I'll never forget. Really awesome experiences, and every single project that we tackled with chaos. We had so many different things coming at us. It was a very reactive state, but at the same time, it was very exciting. One of the things that we prided ourselves upon at the foundation of the business was our technology. We, at the time, had New Home Connect 1.0, and if you could picture it, it felt like a blog page on WordPress. Every new video got added on as an article, and it really is nothing like what it is today. Just a complete turnaround, and very rudimentary, very basic, but we knew the technology was going to be an important aspect of what we're all about as an organization. We kept moving forward. We kept overcoming our obstacles. We had fire drills left and right, new clients being added, existing clients having problems, new potential marketing opportunities. We had new initiatives being launched, and it felt like a reactive thing that kept attacking us from all sides. But our team kept getting larger, we kept getting better, we still had a lot to work on, and we still do. But those early days, they were really tough.
I joined New Home Star in 2013. I was part of the Leadership Development Program, 1.0 LDP, and things were different back then than they are now. But even on that initial interview, I remember meeting David Rice and other leaders and knowing that there was something special about this company. The vision and mission of the company was clear. It just so happens that we had landed our biggest client to date at that time, Hayden Homes, and that required us to grow substantially at that time and get a bigger office space. I also remember starting some pretty cool initiatives at that time and truly living our company's values, specifically giving back in meaningful ways. Despite all the other growth and things that were happening at that time, we started the GEM initiative, which stands for Giving Every Moment. And I think that's important to who we are, giving back to the community. We hired a position whose sole purpose was to help us live that value, give back to the communities, give back in charitable ways. Part of the job description is to make people smile, which I think is really neat. And to be clear, during this time, we were a scrappy startup company in every sense of the word.
And then it all.
And then it all.
And then it all.
And then it all.
And then it all began to come together.
We hit breakthrough at the International Builder Show when we launched New Home Connect 3.0. And it was abundantly clear to the industry that New Home Star was launching technology and support services that were unmatched anywhere. We doubled down on our investment into our people as part of our strategy to ensure that New Home Star retains an 80% internal promotion value structure. We launched the LDP and Mensa programs to make sure that aspiring future leaders of New Home Star had the skills, resources, and opportunities to excel.
Hi, I'm David Rice, CEO with New Home Star. Glad to be here today, excited to be in a position to make a difference through an exciting new charity. Today we are at the grand opening of House of Hope.
I am honored and privileged to be introducing the concept of SAM.
So I wanted to invite you in today to show you just a little bit of the activity that's going on as we're preparing to launch a whole new version of New Home Connect, our sales enablement platform.
We kept growing, and by 2016, New Home Star was the largest private seller of new construction in America. In 2017, we met for the first time ever as an entire organization on the sunny beaches of Cancun, Mexico for our first ever national sales rally. In 2018, New Home Star was recognized as one of the top 3 places to work in America by Glassdoor, an achievement no other real estate firm has ever accomplished in the history of the survey.
And that's how we do it.
Here we are, 10 years in the making, looking out into the distance at what the next 10 years might bring, a company still hungry and destined for greater things. X marks the future.